Good morning, legends. Dear oh dear, what on earth is going on with Bitcoin this week? It has been absolutely crazy. Yesterday, we were expecting just a bit of a pullback before further upside. We ended up getting this straight up dump. And now this morning, we're back to where we were as if nothing ever happened. Huge volatility in this candle. It's almost like the market makers are having a lover's quarrel. We've got Asia sending price down, UK saying, I don't want to be part of this argument, US pulling it all the way back up. Like, what is going on? Let's get into that in this video. Let's see if we can make sense of this. If you're new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. You guys know what to do. Smash up that like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, leave a comment. Let's get right into this. First thing I want to do is take a look at the general market and see if we can get a hint of what's going on a bigger picture. So Bitcoin, still in the same range. Ethereum, not looking as good as Bitcoin. We are creating lower highs, but we are still at this point in time holding the support. USDT dominance looks like it's creating a bull flag. Not good. Gold is still underneath that trend line, still also holding support. NASDAQ is the only one that looks fairly promising. We still have the W formation intact. We have the volume breakout to the 50 EMA intact. We have the retest of the W intact. What we need now is for NASDAQ to take that push to the 200 EMA. If it does that, crypto is going to be fine as well. So this one is the one we want to keep our eyes on. And the US dollar is looking like it wants to come down again. So we've rejected here. We've created a lower high. Now we need a lower low. Again, if we can get those two things happening over here, then we should see some upside, at least for the short term for crypto. So now that we know what is going on in the bigger picture, let's have a look at Bitcoin. We're going to zoom out again. We're going to go to the 4 hour. We're going to go to our volume trapping formation and we're going to talk about that first. So on yesterday's video, this was the area of interest I marked out. We did come down lower than that. This was the news that broke that sent Bitcoin down, which was the SEC investigating Binance with their BNB ICO 5 years ago. So at the time, we didn't know why Bitcoin was dropping, but now we are aware of what happened. So was that just a once-off false move because of that news, or was it intentional? Here's what we have to talk about in this formation. Until the 28,700 level break, this formation is still valid. The pros of this formation so far is that we have not yet broken that 28.6 level. The con of this formation so far is what we don't know anymore is whether or not the traders down here that were trapped on purpose are still trapped, because this move here and this move here could very well have taken them out. And if that was the case, then has this move here and this move here trapped longs before we head down further? That's the question. Currently, we are now holding this level at 29,480, even with yesterday's drop, but we are really struggling to get above the 200 EMA on the 4 hour time frame. We have one rejection here, we have another rejection here, and so far today we have a third rejection here. What we do know is that during this whole period here, when the goal was to build up leverage and induce traders into taking a position, what we know was during this period here, they weren't able to do it. They were only able to bring the leverage up to about 7 billion until they issued this stop hunt here. So what we know is that anytime price is consolidating, the market maker is accumulating. So the question we have now is, did the market maker just widen the range so that they can continue to accumulate? And that is very possible. And if that's the case, if that's what they're doing, then are they accumulating to send price up, or are they accumulating to send price down? During the accumulation phase, that's what we can't know. But that's where our only choice is to try to start looking for hints. And so far, the hints are conflicting because we have higher lows above the previous low down here, but we also have 200 EMA rejection. That makes this range very difficult to trade. And it wouldn't be a bad decision to just not trade. However, that's not why you come to this channel, is it? I already know. Don't you worry. So if you insist on trading, then the only way, in my opinion, to trade this range is to trade smaller time frames. Nothing higher than a 1 hour time frame, but probably the 15 minute is going to give you the best trades. The other thing too is we need to bring out the big guns, because what we know we have in this range is volatility. All right. So we need a volatility indicator. So we're going to pull out the BBWP. And this is really going to help us, because what's happening right now is it's hard to identify what level we're in. It's almost impossible. Like, was this level 1 rise, or was this level 1 drop, or was this level 1 rise? Like, what are we in? We're in nothing. We're in sideways accumulation. So if you really want to trade this range, here's how we're going to do it until we break out of the range and Bitcoin actually picks a direction. When the BBWP turns red like this, it has found a local top or a local bottom. Therefore, if you find a formation for an entry, in this case here, let's say it was for a long position, you would ride that long until the BBWP starts to turn red. Once it starts to turn red, you take your profits because we're not interested. Then you wait for a new setup. Your setups, your entries, you're going to find them on the 15-minute time frame. So I'll show you how that works in a minute. On this area here, after you've taken your profits, because you got the signal that the local high was in, you're looking for M formations and you take the short position. Again, you take the short position till the BBWP turns red. From there, again, you're just looking for the next position. Now, the next position could have been short again. So that's where you need the technical analysis to come in. You're either looking for an M after the drop or a W. In this case, we got a W. When we're getting close to the end of a consolidating period and Bitcoin is getting ready to break out, the BBWP can turn blue. The blue is telling you that that consolidation period, which we know as the boardroom, is maturing and that whatever coin you're trading is getting ready for the breakout. So the best way to use BBWP is to use both the red and blue together. You want to find the local high or the local bottom with the red. As soon as you see that, you want to wait for the consolidation period, get the blue. The blue tells you get ready for a breakout. It doesn't tell you which way. That's where you need to use your own technical analysis. So you make a decision on which way the breakout is going to come, and then you take that breakout again until the BBWP turns red. So right now where price is, the BBWP is red. It's telling you that we're at a local top. On the 15-minute time frame for your entries, all you're doing is trading W formations at the low of the day or the low of the week, if you can get it. So this was your W formation breakout to the upside. Once you get to the high of the week or the high of the day, you're looking for M formations. There was multiple here, and if I move this across, it was there as well. So if you missed that first one during the US session, there was a multi-session M as well before we actually broke down, and then you're trading that until you get the red formation. Once you get the blue signal during a consolidation period, that's your signal to start looking out for a potential breakout in this sideways consolidation. Again, try to identify an M or W formation. In this case, we got the W at the low of the day that also happened to be at the low of the week. If you insist on trading this range, I would add the BBWP to my chart, and that is how I would trade this range until we get a breakout. So I wouldn't even worry about the levels. There is obviously clear manipulation and accumulation going on in this zone. And what you have to remember about the market maker is that from time to time, they will switch things up to keep us guessing. They do not want us to catch on to their tactic. At the end of the day, when they do issue their rises and drops, however, the one thing that seems to be staying consistent is we get 3 hits to the high on the 15-minute time frame. We get 3 hits to the low. We get 3 hits to the high. So there is at least that opportunity, but it is only really day trade opportunities and it's very volatile. When we look at high block, look how they're just clearing out the board. They're just clearing all the leverage out here, clearing all the leverage out here. And look how many people are just not giving up. All of these positions here are longs and shorts that literally just opened in the last hour. Look at the delta swap from having more shorts open at risk to more longs open at risk, more shorts open at risk, more longs open at risk. This is just a game of ping pong. And I tell you, the market maker is having a whale of a time with us right now. So there you go. That is what I would do. Thing about trading, any trading strategies, you have to know when to switch things up. And right now, if I really wanted to be on the charts trading, I would be using the BBWP until we break out of the range. High block is showing us where the battle is. We've got this area up here between 31,600 to around 31,750 where they're trying to hold price down, and then we've got this area here between 30,700 to 30,950 holding price up. Can't see any particular large orders either side of price other than this area down here, which has very patient traders at 28,850. However, when you look left, this number is reducing. It was 1.1k worth of orders down into the 900s, 800s, 700s. So that number is reducing. However, if the BBWP is telling us that we're currently at a local top and we get that consolidation and then we get that blue consolidation maturation signal, then there could be potential to open a short position should you get an M formation, and who knows, the target may end up being down here at the 28,850 level if it's another big highly volatile one. And if we did get that, it's still going to hold us within the range, so we still have the same issue until Bitcoin actually wants to break out of this range. So there you go, that's all I've got for you. I hope that was helpful. If it was, don't forget to smash that like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, leave me a comment below. And if you do want more information on how to actually use a BBWP, come join us in the Discord. It is the beginning of the month. It's a perfect time to join. There is a video tutorial on how to properly use the BBWP in the business class section. The first class section is where we teach the entire method. So check out both of those and decide which one's right for you. And hopefully we will see you in there sometime soon. Enjoy your day and I'll see you tomorrow.